What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I'm back with another video. Today I'm back with another weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still support.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, you'll already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 156 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of 2023. And here we are. Pretty much we're on week 156 to the best of my knowledge. Now, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link should be pinned at the top of the comment section. And it is free to sign up. Or, of course, you know, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already discussing it in the sold out Discord. Shameless plug. Pretty much, man. So this week, right? Y'all know I end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. And this is Christmas week, man. So pretty much I didn't wear a whole lot because pretty much spending time with the family, man, I really just be in kind of like my comfort vibes, even though I do kind of wear a shoe on the Christmas day. But a lot of it is just kind of just being in my comfy vibes, man. But I did go to work as well until pretty much we announced some new things where pretty much going to have pretty much half the week was off. So pretty much, yeah, I was definitely in comfort vibes for the most part. But anyway, y'all know I end things off on Friday. So let's just pick up what I picked up on Saturday. So I had went to the chop shop preparing for pretty much the Christmas holiday. And of course, I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 12. And this is the Public NY, which is the public school, like the PNNY, which is Public School New York colorway. And this is the gray colorway all over neutral. I feel like you can't really go wrong with these. So I wore these to the chop shop to go get a shape up just to prepare for Christmas. And yeah, me and my barber, we pretty much cool right now. But I feel like, why not go all gray? It's one of my favorite colors because actually of the versatility in that it pretty much just goes with everything. And a shoe that I just don't wear enough, even though I love it in my collection. And I always tell you guys all the time that pretty much my second most silhouette is probably the 12 next to the Air Jordan 1, right? So I got more 12s and Air Jordan 1s. Those are like my top two like silhouettes in my collection. But this was my Saturday shoe, was the Air Jordan 12. PNNY. So I'm pretty sure that's like Public School New York, PSNY, right? If I'm saying it correctly. So Public School New York is what these stands for to the best of my knowledge. But this was my Saturday shoe. Cool, now let's move right on to Sunday. Y'all know Sunday is pretty much my prep day. So even though pretty much we have holiday right around here, you still have to prepare for it. We got gift giving, I got wrapping I gotta do, I got stuff and gifts and everything like that. Making sure everything is straight with the fam. So pretty much, yes, if you guys haven't figured it out, I was in my beaters and that was the Yeezy Slide Pure colorway. And yes, I know these guys have went to you know what and back, and yes, they are just pretty much done, but these are around my around the house shoes, you know what I'm saying? As I'm cleaning up or doing things. I mean, do I really need to put on a fresh pair of sneakers to really do that around the house? I know some of the answers probably maybe yes, but I feel like, you know what? I did pay resale for these back in 2021, so I'm gonna make sure I get my money's worth. And I'm pretty sure somebody who are probably looking at these, you're probably like, trust me, dog, you've gotten your money's worth. But anyway, this was my Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide Pure colorway. Cool. Not going to like on Monday. Y'all know I work a full-time job. Even though we had half of the week off, I still had to show up for Monday and Tuesday. So pretty much right back to work. I chose comfort coming off of that pretty much vibe off of Sunday. And I stepped in none other than the Yeezy 350 V1. And this is the Turtle Dub colorway. I said turtle. It's Turtle Dub. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly the first time, but Turtle Dubs, man. Ugly, again, gray. I just kind of felt like neutral this week. And I will say, these are super duper comfortable, but it's one of those shoes that you don't want nothing to really drop on your feet. So if you work in an environment where things could tend to fall and probably break your feet, this is probably not the shoe for you. But if you're kind of just doing regular walking around the office and or walking your building, I feel like it's a good shoe. I will say this is one of the big things where people were saying Boost was way better than Air, and I'm still gonna stand on it. It's not, but it is comfortable. And I will say this shoe right here, here, arguably one of my favorites, and you can arguably compare it to probably like some of Nike's Roshis, right? Okay, but yeah, this was my Monday shoe, was the Yeezy 350 V1 Turtle Dub. Cool, now let's move right along. Tuesday, I didn't keep up with, normally I usually do keep up with the weather, but we had a lot of rain anticipated first thing in the morning, so I decided to bring out a shoe that I really haven't worn in a while, and I took it back to just, I guess you can say my Adidas Yeezy vibes, right? Okay, so there's your hint right there, but probably gonna throw you guys off guard. I stepped in none other than the Calabasas Yeezys, right? Okay, this is the Calabasas, all black joints that pretty dropped a long time ago. You can see the Calabasas, hopefully the camera does it some type of justice. These are Yeezys and these are Adidas, but I remember when Calabasas had their run too, I picked up 3 different colorways and this is one of them, that all black joint. I feel like you can't really go wrong with it. Even though it doesn't feature boost, I will say this shoe, even though it looks long, pause. On feet, it doesn't look as long as the camera make it out to be, but I will say this is another one of those super duper like comfortable shoe. And I will say this, if you need a comfort shoe for work, this could be an easy go-to, especially if your job requires like, hey, you gotta wear all black shoes. I feel like this will definitely hit that mark all the way across the board and still hit that comfort level, even though it doesn't feature the boost material, right? Okay, so pretty much this was my Tuesday shoe, was the Yeezy Calabasas Adidas. Cool, now let's move right on to Wednesday, man. Pretty much as I get ready to prep for Christmas, I was pretty much just in comfort vibes, right? Okay, I didn't really change into anything particular. I just wanted to make sure I'm chilling, but you know, with being around family, I didn't want to be in the beater Yeezy, so to speak. So there's another hint right there. I kind of went Yeezy on them all week. And yeah, I stepped in the Yeezy Slide, and this is, I'm assuming, the Azure colorway, I believe we was calling it, but I'm just gonna say blue for the purpose of the video, but I think the actual name is Azul, but don't quote me on that one. But yeah, it's kind of like one of my go-tos, like my next one that I'm trying to, I guess you can say, beat up compared to like my pure colorway. Even though blue isn't my favorite color, but I don't really hate these, right? But as you can see, we've had plenty of scuff marks to write these already, so these are pretty much getting there right. One thing about this shoe would have been like pretty much majority, if not all foam. It takes a minute to destroy these, but once they do get there, it's no pretty much coming back. And y'all know I got plenty of Yeezy Slides sitting on deck, and I know we're not really rocking with Yeezy and Adidas like that because they pretty much separated in 2022, but hey, I'm not getting rid of my Yeezys, man. I'm gonna wear these joints, especially with these. I feel like this is a perfect like around the house wear shoe, or a good house shoe, right? So pretty much this was my Wednesday shoe was the Yeezy Slide Azure colorway. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, this was my Wednesday shoe. Cool. So pretty much on Thursday, that's Christmas. Hopefully you guys had a great one. Hope you guys celebrated. I definitely did as well. And pretty much on Christmas, I decided to actually bring something out. Something that I just recently picked up. I mean, literally just gotten it in the mail, and I did do it on feet, but I actually decided to actually wear these throughout the day. And I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 4, and these are the my year dark mochas, right? Okay, y'all see my lace tutorial on these guys, and I feel like, you know what? I feel like it's a great shoe that I can actually wear for the holidays, and I feel like it doesn't scream like super Christmassy, but I feel like it just kind of hits, right? Okay, a shoe that I don't regret buying. I know a lot of people let these sit, and I know that they did sell out on sneakers, but I know on the my year website, it took them a minute if they sold out now, but you know what? I don't regret these. It's kind of arguably one of my favorite shoes that I picked up this year. I still probably wouldn't put it a part of my top 10, but definitely one of those honorable mentions that I probably should have been able to mention. But since I did it so early, I didn't really do it at the time. But yeah, this was my Christmas shoe / Thursday shoe, was the Air Jordan 4 my year dark mocha. So pretty much I told you guys it's gonna be a quick one. And then pretty much Friday, same thing, man. With us being off, again, I didn't even really want to leave the house. I just wanted to clean up after all the mess that I really couldn't really do during the holiday season. So pretty much for me, the aftermath is me pretty much picking up and cleaning up. So pretty much Friday, you know, the kid chilled back in the original OGs, and that is the Yeezy Slide pure colorway, the old beaters, the old faithfuls. Meaning I didn't leave the house, right? Okay, and if I did, I went to just go grab food, or just went to the like quick little 7-Eleven store, something simple, right? Okay, I know a lot of people saying like, yo, it's time to let these go, but you know what? Until I see what they do, to be honest, dog, and I know the camera's not gonna do this any justice, but in this toe box area, it's foam to my toes, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, the comfort level on these is on another level. So yeah, it's kind of hard for me to just let these guys go. But anyway, this was my Friday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide Pure. Cool. So pretty much that completes my weekly sneaker rotation for this week. Y'all sign off in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. I'm gonna go and get up out of this thing and start rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, instead of subscribing, I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.